Hi Sagittarius, how's it going? I hope you're doing wonderful today. Welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn. This is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. I've already pulled your cards for you, so I'll go through them individually. But before we get started on that, I did make a whole bunch of notes on your reading, and I just wanted to mention some of the energies that showed up in your reading before we get started. Avoidance came up a few times, avoiding disaster, avoiding loss, avoiding tragedy, avoiding making a decision, avoiding facing the truth. That was one of the energies that came up. Innocence came up a few times. Avoiding tragedy here. Financial stability came up. Confidence, and again, innocence, freedom. Innocence again came up. Abundance came up. There's a lot of mothering energy and nurturing energy in this reading. Independence came up a lot. Security came up. Determination, creativity. A lot of supportive energy, nurturing energy. What else did we get? Abundance, contentment, energy came up in the reading. Difficult choices, fertility, motherhood. Yeah, a lot of mother energy, motherhood energy, fertility, healing, healing energy. So I just wanted to, freedom, creativity, kindness came up a lot in your reading. So yeah, before I get started on going through each one individually, I just wanted to review that with you. Yeah, grounded energy, self-assurance. Okay, so let me just put that on the side here. So your first card that came out is a major arcana card, the Tower, and it came out reversed. When a card comes out reversed, it just means you're getting extra protection from spirit, okay? So the Tower reversed is about internalized or delayed upheaval, resistance to change, avoiding necessary truths, avoiding disaster, resisting change, some kind of delayed upheaval or internal transformation, avoiding loss, avoiding tragedy. There's a fear of suffering or delaying the inevitable, right? Resisting change, going through a personal transformation. For some of you, avoiding or delaying a crisis. You might be sidestepping a problem instead of facing it. There may be some internal transformation going on. This shakeup, this Tower moment is happening inwardly rather than externally. And you may have a fear of change. You might have anxiety about what might collapse or shift in your life. And this card could also indicate a close call or a near miss. Something could have gone wrong, but a disaster was avoided. Or it could indicate resisting necessary truths, denying or ignoring reality to keep things stable. So what this card is saying is the storm hasn't hit, but the cracks are showing. So when the Tower card comes out reversed, Spirit is saying you need to face the truth. Avoiding problems will only postpone the inevitable. Take time to honestly assess situations that feel unstable or prepare for change, even if upheaval hasn't fully arrived. Strengthen your foundation mentally, emotionally, and practically. And reflect internally. Use this period to process lessons and shift patterns quietly before chaos hits externally, and release fear. Embrace transformation instead of resisting it. Growth often comes from discomfort. And they mentioned that already about, well, let me just continue, we'll get to it. Learn from near misses. Notice what almost went wrong and correct course now. Don't fear the fall, Sagittarius. See it as a chance to rebuild stronger. Okay? And then you have the Nine of Pentacles. This is about independence, self-sufficiency, financial stability, enjoying the rewards of your hard work. It's the luxury card or the self-made success card. It's a card of financial independence, which comes up a few times in your reading. Personal accomplishments, confidence, comfort, and security, which come up a lot in your reading. Being content, which comes up a lot in your reading. Being content on your own. For some of you, it's enjoying the finer things in life, but independence comes up a lot. Freedom comes up a lot. Abundance, contentment, self-esteem, a sense of achievement, financial independence are all represented by this card, the Nine of Pentacles. Okay? You've earned your stability and security. This is a card of financial independence. It's a card of personal accomplishment, success through discipline, effort, and patience. You're standing on your own without relying on others. This is a card of confidence and self-sufficiency. You're enjoying life's rewards, luxury, comfort, and gratitude for what you've built. It's a card of discipline and focus. Your hard work pays off and you're reaping the benefits. You've worked hard for this and now you can enjoy it fully. When this card shows up in a reading, Spirit is saying celebrate your achievements. Take time to appreciate how far you've come. Maintain independence. Continue making choices that support your autonomy. Practice gratitude. Recognize both the tangible and intangible rewards in your life and invest in yourself, whether financially, creatively, or emotionally. Nurture your growth. Balance enjoyment and discipline. Revel in your success without becoming complacent. Stand tall. Enjoy your accomplishments and continue building your abundance. Right below you got the Empress card. That's all about abundance. Your next message is the Fool, Major Arcana card. The Fool is about new beginnings, innocence again. Innocence comes out a few times in your reading. Fresh starts, freedom, spontaneity, stepping into the unknown, taking a leap of faith, trusting the universe, starting over with a clean slate, being optimistic, courage, adventure, travel. Yeah, this is new beginnings, unlimited potential. This card represents starting a journey or a project or a phase of life, a new beginning, or taking a leap of faith, moving forward without even knowing all the details. It's a card of spontaneity and freedom, embracing adventure and possibilities, trusting in the journey, relying on your intuition and the universe, and having an open mind, approaching life with curiosity and innocence. Innocence does come up a few times. Spirit is saying, step forward boldly. The path unfolds as you go. Embrace new opportunities, Sagittarius. Don't let fear hold you back from starting fresh. Trust yourself and your instincts. You may not have all the answers yet. Take calculated risks. Be bold, but remain aware of your surroundings and stay open-minded. Allow yourself to learn and grow along the way. And release past baggage. Begin this journey with a clean slate. Step forward with courage, curiosity, and an open heart. Your adventure begins now. And then your next card is the Five of Cups. This is a card about loss, disappointment, regret, focusing on what's missing rather than what remains. Mourning. It's the mourning card or the grief card. Feeling sadness or regret over something lost. Dwelling on mistakes or missed opportunities. It's a card of emotional processing after disappointment. Remorse, loneliness, isolation, despair, sorrow, anger, separation, abandonment, guilt, trauma, betrayal. These are all represented by the Five of Cups. So this card represents your past, but it is relevant to your current situation. And when it appears, you're dealing with emotional setbacks or grieving a situation. Okay? Grief or mourning, feeling sadness over a loss or missed opportunity. Regret and disappointment, dwelling on what went wrong instead of what is still good. Having difficulty seeing positives. The emotional focus may be on what's spilled rather than what remains. And not on this in this deck, but in a lot of other decks. On the card it has 5 cups and 3 are spilt over and 2 are still standing. It's a card of emotional processing. A period of reflection and understanding is needed. Sagittarius, you may feel lost, but not all is gone. There's still something to build on. Spirit wants you to acknowledge your feelings, allow yourself to mourn or process the disappointment, and shift your focus to what remains. Appreciate opportunities or people or resources that are still available to you. Learn from the setback. Identify the lessons to prevent similar regret in the future. Avoid dwelling too long. Okay? Avoid dwelling too long. Grief is natural, but don't let it paralyze your growth. Forgive and release. Let go of resentment or guilt that may keep you stuck. That's just stuck energy. Look at what's left and learn from the loss, but always make sure you keep moving forward. Okay, it's really important. And then your next card is the Six of Cups. This is about indecision, being at a stalemate, having to make a difficult choices, avoiding making a decision, being at a crossroads, avoiding facing the truth, difficult choices that require logic and balance, being at an emotional stalemate, needing clarity before moving forward. No, I just talked about the Two of Swords. I'm messed up, sorry. That was the Two of Swords. I jumped ahead. This card is all about innocence, which we've already mentioned, childhood memories, nostalgia, revisiting the past. Maybe an old friend is going to come back into your life very soon. This is your immediate future card, what's likely to happen very soon. This is the childhood memories card or the innocence card. Acts of kindness and generosity. It's emotional warmth and comfort. Yeah, nostalgia, innocence, creativity, which comes up a lot in your reading, support, healing, protection, opportunities, kindness, new hope, acceptance, comfort, familiarity. Revisiting the past. This card usually brings joy, kindness, and emotional warmth, remembering the past fondly or reconnecting with old memories. Finding joy in simple pleasures and childlike wonder. Emotional sharing, giving, and receiving love. Reconnecting with people from the past, either friends or family, or past experiences that bring you comfort. There is wisdom and joy in looking back, but also lessons for the present. So, Sagittarius, when this card comes out, Spirit is saying reconnect with your roots. Look to past experiences for guidance or comfort. Embrace joy and simplicity. Find pleasure in small everyday moments. Practice kindness and generosity. Share your emotional wealth with others. And again, learn from the past, but don't get stuck there. Nostalgia is helpful only if it inspires growth and heal emotional wounds. You can revisit old memories to understand and release lingering feelings. What Spirit is saying is cherish your past, embrace the present, and let joy guide your actions. Okay? And then I've already went all through the Two of Swords, remember? Indecision, being at a stalemate, difficult choices. This card usually shows up when you're avoiding a decision or trying to maintain balance in a tense situation. It's about being at a crossroads. You face a choice that requires careful consideration. Avoiding the truth. You may be ignoring or denying a situation to maintain peace. That came up right at the very beginning with the Tower reversed. Emotional stalemate, conflicting thoughts or feelings are preventing action. There's a need for clarity and balance. A decision requires both logic and intuition. What Spirit is saying here is you cannot avoid the choice forever. Clarity and action are needed. Face the decision. Avoiding it only prolongs uncertainty and tension. Weigh your options carefully. Balance logic and intuition before acting. Seek clarity. Remove the blindfolds. And again, in most of the decks, it's someone that has a blindfold over their eyes in the picture. But Spirit is saying, seek clarity, remove the blindfolds, gather information, and reflect on your priorities. Trust your inner guidance. Your intuition can help resolve stalemates. You just have to sit with it for a while and act with courage. There's a lot of courageous energy in your reading. Courage came up a few times in your reading. Sometimes a decisive step is necessary even when it's uncomfortable. What Spirit is saying is pause to see clearly, then make the choice that aligns with your truth. And then your next card is the Empress card, Major Arcana card. This is how you see yourself: abundant, nurturing, creative. This is a card of fertility. Fertility comes up a lot in the reading. Motherhood comes up in the reading a lot. Comfort does. Growth does. Security, prosperity. This card represents the natural flow of life, artistic expression. Motherhood, pregnancy, nurturing, divine feminine, contentment comes up a lot, balance, renewal, nature. She embodies motherhood, comfort. She symbolizes both material and emotional richness. She represents nurturing and care, providing love, support, and guidance to yourself and others. Abundance and prosperity. She represents growth, comfort, and security in life. Creativity and expression, fertility, artistic inspiration, and creative projects. Connection with nature, harmony with natural world and the natural world and life cycles, emotional fulfillment, which is comfort, love, and caring relationship. What this card is saying is growth and abundance come from care, creativity, and nurturing energy. So what Spirit is saying with this card is nurture yourself and others, practice self-care, and extend kindness to those around you, especially yourself. Embrace creativity. Express yourself through art or your work or problem solving. Connect with nature. Spending time in natural settings can restore balance. Spirit brings up balance a few times in your reading. Celebrate abundance. Recognize and appreciate the wealth, love, and resources in your life. Foster growth. Support personal, emotional, or professional development in yourself and others. Spirit is saying nurture, create, and appreciate. Abundance flows when care and love are present. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles for your next card. Your environment card, or how others see you and your situation. Nurturing, practical. This is financial security, comfort again, warmth again, abundance, independence. This is a card about nurturing others while maintaining independence, domestic stability, being someone who's very supportive, nurturing, caring, warm, comforting. Again, mother energy, wonderful mother energy, financial security, financial independence, someone who's very kind, loyal. They could be a healer too. Okay? You are secure and capable of managing your resources wisely when this card comes out. You're balancing support for others with self-care. This is all about nurturing and care. You're using your skills and talents efficiently. It's a card of practicality and resourcefulness. You're creating a stable, cozy environment for yourself and loved ones. Comfort, there's a lot of comfort energy in your reading. Domestic security. It's a card of generosity and grounded abundance. You're sharing what you have thoughtfully and sustainably. This card, Spirit, is saying you can be successful, nurturing, and grounded all at once. Balance self-care with care for others. Don't neglect your needs, Sagittarius, while supporting others. Be practical and resourceful. Plan, manage, and use your talents wisely. Focus on long-term security and finances, home and personal life. Cultivate stability. And share your abundance without overextending yourself. Embrace generosity. Connect with nature and grounding practices. This will help maintain balance and clarity for you. Be nurturing, practical, and grounded. Your stability and care create abundance for yourself and others. And then you have the Queen of Wands. This card in your hopes and fears is all about confidence, charisma, creativity, determination, self-assurance, which came up, courage, which came up, independence, which came up, someone who's very magnetic, has an entrepreneurial spirit, optimistic, warm, passionate, all characteristics of the Queen of Wands. This is a card of fertility again, motherhood again. So I would definitely make a note of that. The Queen of Wands, she represents confidence, passion, charisma, and leadership. She embodies independence, creativity, and bold energy. She inspires others while staying grounded in her own power. She represents confidence and self-assurance, strong beliefs in your abilities and decisions, taking action fearlessly and leading by example. She's all about courage and determination. She has a lot of charisma and magnetism. She inspires and motivates others naturally. This is either you, Sagittarius, someone in your life, or how others see you. This is your hopes and fears card. creative initiative, pursuing passions and projects with energy, warmth, and optimistic, approaching life with enthusiasm and positivity. So she's telling you to lead boldly, embrace your passions, and shine authentically. Trust in your instincts and abilities. Be confident in your skills and judgment. Okay? Take initiative. Don't wait for opportunities. Create them. Lead with warmth. Inspire others through encouragement and positivity. Embrace your creativity. Use your talents to achieve goals and express yourself. Balance independence with collaboration. Stand strong but remain open to others' input. She's telling you to step into your power, lead with passion, and let your confidence inspire others. And then your last card is the Queen of Cups. It's pretty amazing, Sagittarius. You have 3 Queen energies. Empress, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, now the Queen of Cups. So again, we have nurturing energy, very supportive energy, intuitive energy, emotionally intelligent, loyal, kind, contented, comforting, supportive. Again, can be a healer, emotional intelligent, nurturing. She embodies empathy, care, and deep emotional understanding, often guiding others with sensitivity and love. She's saying that you're in touch with your feelings and can manage them gracefully. You offer care and support to yourself and others. You're trusting your inner voice and emotional insight. Very intuitive and psychic awareness. You're building bonds through empathy and understanding, deep emotional connection. You're helping others emotionally and spiritually. It's a card of healing and guidance. She's telling you to lead with your heart, care deeply, and trust your intuition. Okay? Trust your intuition. Let your inner voice guide your decisions. Practice empathy and compassion. Offer support without losing your own boundaries. Nurture yourself emotionally. Take time to heal, reflect, and recharge. Use your feelings as guidance, not control. Balance your emotions with reason. Build relationships based on understanding and care. Connect with others meaningfully. Spirit is she's telling you to lead with empathy, trust your heart, and nurture yourself as you nurture others. So, the reading, a new journey begins where past regrets and tough choices meet opportunities for growth, abundance, independence, and confidence, while inner reflection helps you avoid upheaval and navigate change. Sagittarius, step boldly into new beginnings, learn from the past, trust your heart, and shine with confidence, abundance, and inner strength. Okay? This captures the energy of the Fool, the Tower reversed, the Cups, Pentacles, Wands, and the Empress all together. So that is your reading. Let me know if that resonated with you. Please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. I'm sending you lots of love and strength, Sagittarius, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.